Wow. Wow. Well then. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack in there. Hi guys. Hi guys. What's going on, everybody? I'm here. I'm here. I have arrived. Hello, hello. Yeah. A lot. Quite a lot. Quite a lot happened in that chapter. And I don't just mean the ending. Where do we start? Where do we start? Like, I don't know. Right? How is everybody? How is everybody? How are you feeling about the chapter, everyone? How are you feeling? How is everybody feeling today? Because that was a doozy, guys. That was a doozy. Right. Yeah, we're gonna get into the yapping. We're gonna get into the yapping. Yeah, all chat, yes. We're gonna get into the yapping, but first, guys, I'm gonna just quickly pin this message. This is, we're doing a bit of a kind of like goal thing to unlock a delicious, amazing dinner stream, which we will talk about later. But first, we should just get into Dandadan, right? So, you know, it is leading somewhere. All of this is leading somewhere. But let's talk about Dandadan for a few minutes, right? But you can only this goal only moves when you donate via the coffee, guys. So there's the link if you want to do that. We can talk about that in a little bit, but let's talk Dandadan. Bit of a crazy one. Bit of a crazy one today. Okarun has changed. Okarun has changed. People were kind of people weren't wrong when they said that Okarun might have some kind of ability to come, but not the Turbo Granny ability, as it would appear that as Okarun has acted through the Oni Club, it too has acted upon him. And it would seem that he has maybe been infected by it, starting to get taken over by it, and there are a lot of implications in this. He changed a long time ago. No, there are a lot of implications in this that are worth unpacking. I feel like predicting where this goes is impossible at a certain point, right? I'm still super attached to my pet theory about how some of this goes. And oh wow, Ferry, thank you. 30 in the pot. 30 in the pot. Legend. We eating good, guys. Thank you, Ferry. When we get to 200, we'll get the dinner stream. That's 200. 350 is the cooking stream, and then 400 would also include the full dessert and everything. And everything past 200 will get a spin on the wheel. I'll show you the wheel later. We're not near it yet, so don't worry so much. No, stop with the Riz crap. No. Look, guys. Manjiro has been body snatched. He got body snatched a while ago. He gave the body snatched Okarun gave oh wow, holy shit. Thank you, Tarantado, for the 20 smackaroos. We're getting there. We're getting there. No, Manjiro got body snatched a while ago, and he's the one who gave Okarun the Oni Club. Right? He's the one who gave Okarun the Oni Club. And it presumably the person who body snatched Manjiro is the same person who is working for presumably CSG. This is the power. This is the power that I presume that they were trying to extract from Okarun. He just had not become one with it. Now it would seem as though what has forced him to kind of reckon with it and combine with the powers of the Oni Club seems to be what Hase did to Momo, right? And it makes you wonder exactly how much of this CSG predicted and kind of orchestrated, as he is, known to be orchestrated events in order for this to happen in the first place, right? Hi Toto, I'm good. You know, we eating good. I'm a bit sad about the lack of. Oh wow, thank you someone, thank you. We're getting there. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fucking do this. But anyway, the yeah, no, so you know, there's this idea that Okarun has kind of, that the Oni Club, right? So think about it like this, and it kind of makes you rethink a few things, right? The Oni Club has been growing, and his ability to use it has been enhanced through his connection with Momo. Now, one of the things that they've demonstrated to us across the past few, well, across this arc, is that Momo is capable, and I'm gonna get hoisted by it, that Okarun is capable of using, no, that Momo is capable of passing her chi, her power, through touch to empower others, right? Or that Gigi can do this as well. And whenever Momo and Okarun held hands, he became more powerful with the Oni Club, right? But what happens if it was never about that? What happens if it was never about chi? What happens if it was about emotion, the feelings that this drives inside of Okarun, and that is what allows him to use the club? What happens if that is what fuels its power, right? And in the same way, seeing Hase do what he did last week is like an overloading point. It completely just it destroyed the vessel and it forced it inward, right? Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. It's I knew I shouldn't have wore this petard. No. I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. There's so many fucking things in here. There are so many things in here that are really cool. Apart from the art, right? I mean, we can have a little quick looky-poo. We've all read the chapter. If you've not read the chapter, I don't know why you're here, alright? Okay? Oh, jeez, we are getting there. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, we're probably going to be cooking. There it is. Look at that. Look at it. Look at him. Right? Fucking hell. He has gone through the fucking ringer, man. He has gone through the ringer. Look at him, though. He's gone through the ringer. The poor guy. And now he's just been completely taken over by this thing, this entity, right? I can only presume that the Oni Club is this at its core, right? Like the reason that the Oni Club, I think they're called Kanabo, the reason that the Oni Club is what it is, like named as it is because it's supposed to be a weapon wielded by an Oni, which is a kind of like a Japanese demon, and people would wield it on the battlefield so as to make themselves invincible, or similar to empower themselves like an Oni would be. In the same way, that's why they wear like the Oni masks and stuff. Like the samurai would have wore the Oni masks to instill the fear of these demonic-like entities into their enemies. This is very emblematic of the exact same thing, right? Like, that is what is growing on his fucking head over there. He looks like Venom Snake. It's, it must have hurt a little bit. I imagine that this is a good way of curing his wounds, mind you. Hi, Zaustus. Hi, everybody. Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I think what we're going to see is maybe he's going to lose a little bit of control here, right? Exactly. He looks like... Thank you for doing your part, Janny. We're getting there already. Holy shit. Does anybody know what 22 how 22% of 500 is? I can't do it. I don't have a calculator and I can't do math, you know. No, the Oni Club did not come from Seiko. The Oni Club did not come from Seiko. It came from presumably CSG. It presumably came from CSG, right? The fake Manjiro, the whatever you call him, the imposter, the body snatcher, took his role. No, but it wasn't Manjiro that said it. It was never actually Manjiro. That was a body snatcher. Manjiro was tied up. Manjiro was tied up and he was locked away. Presumably it was Shinobi. Yeah, exactly. Like, my suspicion is that Okarun is going to lose control here. He's going to lose control. Look, my thing, guys, we've been saying this, all right? For the past few weeks, my dream has been for Momo to stand in between Hase and Okarun. Specifically, in front of Okarun to stop him from essentially killing Hase, right? To stop him. I can feel it in my bones, people. I can feel it in my fucking bones. It's gonna happen. She's gonna do it. She's gonna stand between them and it's gonna look just like in the first chapter. Oh my god. It's gonna be amazing. And if it doesn't happen, I don't know what I'll do. Okay? Okay? I don't know what I'll do to you, the viewer. My loyal viewer. Exactly, Barty. Punished Venom Okarun. Punished Venom Okarun. And she's gonna have that fucking glare. I don't, because I want this so bad. I know that this is gonna happen. I can fucking feel it, man. And that's what's gonna bring him out of it. That's what's gonna bring him out of it. Out of that. Could you imagine it? Can you see it in your head? I can see it in my head. I close my eyes, I can see it. I hope you can too. I hope you can too. I really do. I'm telling you. Thank you, Blissy. We're going to get that bread. We're going to get that bread. We're almost there. We're almost there already. Thank you, guys. No, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I need this to happen. I desperately require it. I can see the light. I can see it. I can feel it. I can feel it. And, you know, this, to me, now, for the record, this pushes forward. In my mind, this pushes forward Momo getting her memories back. I think Momo getting her memories back is pulled forward because of this. Right? Like, in a lot of ways, guys, this chapter is kind of like, and I said it in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I said this in the discussion that we had about this in the thingy. This kind of feels like almost a reverse Danmara in a lot of ways. We've seen across this arc echoes of things that have happened before in Momo and Okarun's relationship, right? And in seeing these things happening, we're kind of revisiting and re-exploring the steps in Momo and Okarun's love to get to the point that they were at before. Because all of that happened at the beginning of the manga. All of these things happened at the beginning of the manga. The first, third of Dandadan, even, a quarter of Dandadan, is where all of the cutest shit happened. We are re-exploring these things now. We're re-exploring these things now in this arc. And if we're catching up to where we currently are, a sort of inversion of Danmara makes sense, right? Obviously, we've got kind of two different armies, essentially, which is what we basically had in Danmara, are these two big factions fighting each other, or fighting the fairy tale card, right? But Zuma had lost control. Okarun went in and fought Zuma without any powers. And he had completely been overwhelmed with hatred and anger, right? And that's what dragged him out of it. Now, Zuma is here. I don't think Zuma being the one to do it would make sense. I want Momo to do that. And if we could get, at the end of this arc here, this situation, we get Momo's memories coming back and her confessing to Okarun. That would be a perfect end point of all of the confusion between the two of them, right? So much of this nightmare happened it kind of coalesced around that point of him telling her how he feels, right? And it would be a beautiful thing for that journey, ever since Danmara, to end with the same thing, but the inverted side of that. No, we're not going to get more amnesia. We're not going to get more amnesia. Absolutely not. No. Yeah, it's good stuff. Like, genuinely. I think that Okarun very much could, Momo very much could get her memories back, right? Because what else is going to drag him out of this? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be amazing? The whole reason, like, recently, guys, I just kind of did the Turbo Granny Retold. You can go watch it. It's on the channel. I just did the Turbo Granny arc Retold. And one of the things that's really striking about that first episode, that first chapter of Dandadan. Oh, 18 months. Nachan, what? Thank you. Yes. One of the things that's the most striking. Yes, you're on TV. You're on the Sorb. One of the things that's most striking about that first chapter is that Okarun tells Momo that he would butler outfit. Absolutely not. You get to 10k. We get to 10k and you get it. No skipping. But he tells her that he would turn into a monster for her. Right? Like, that's what he says. That's his whole thing. That's when he loses control. But she doesn't want a monster. And the question is, will he be able to overcome the monster for her? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. You know? That's what I want to see. Is him overcome this for her. That's all I need in this world, is that. You know? It's it would be amazing. It would be a really, really amazing thing to see, because that's what it is, right? Like Momo has never really loved that side of him anyway. Part of the thing about the two of them is that the cool monster powered up Okarun is like not the thing she's ever gone in for. And to see him through that, through this, to see him beneath it all, is what she's always done. Nah, man, I'm crashing out. We are in such a good spot. How am I supposed to wait 3 weeks? Sorry, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shouted at you like that. I shouldn't have shouted like you at that. I shouldn't have shouted at you like that. I apologize. I apologize. Is 3 weeks a long time? 3 weeks a long time. This chapter was so good, though. This was so good. It was so good. I feel like in spirit of Okarun, we should just turn the background red. It's much spookier now. Ooh. Oh, no, it washes out my face, though. Oh, God, that looks really washed out. Holy shit. Bring it back. Bring back the purple. Look, I'm warming up again. That's crazy. No, 3 weeks. Taking note, I'm impatient. I am impatient. I can't do red. It washes me out too much. I look bad during it, so absolutely not. But anyway, I'm like, this is a great spot. This is a great spot for everything. I feel like seeing this happen. Thank you, Toto. Thank you, Toto. I feel like seeing Okarun at this stage gives me hope that we are going to pull forward. The memory stuff. I think that is going to press it closer to completion now. We could do 3 streams if you want to do them. Not everybody tunes in for such things, but we can do them. Maybe, guys, it might be worth, in this 3-week break, 3 weeks, we should just go back over everything since Danmara. And I don't mean chapter for chapter. I mean like you know, main beat by beat, right? Do you know what I mean? It's like that. We could do that if you guys want to do that. You know, I'm happy to do that if you guys are happy to watch. But I'm personally, yeah. You know what? Just, you're right. Just is right. Everybody, Just is correct. We gotta let him. You know, we gotta let Tatsu cook. Just a year off. That's true. I didn't say which Christmas though. I didn't say which Christmas, and Blissmas is whenever I decide to set it. You know? But I do think that we are on the cusp of the end as well, Fizz. It feels like we're getting so close to something great. And guys, can't stress this enough. I was talking about this recently in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I was talking about this recently in the Discord, and something that is worth acknowledging, and the best example is Danmara. I think I might have mentioned this last week, but the best example of this, just this arc, Barty, just this arc. I think the best example of this can be found in Danmara, right? When you go and read Danmara, now bearing in mind, I did not read Dandadan when Danmara was being released. So I'm shielded from the week to week that was kind of hell for people reading it back then. I went back and read the comments that people had during this time period, and they were pretty pissed at the time, right? Momo and Okarun, they are at their strongest when they're together. You go through the Space Globalist arc, and they're separated for a very long time. They come back together, and then the Ombudsman arc, they're together for a long time. Well, for the entirety of that arc, and you know, they kind of deal with the situation quite easily, all things considered. When you go into Danmara and they get separated and they're powerless, and powerless to help each other, there's a time limit. Everybody, all of their friends are gone for the most part. Their friends are mostly not available or around, and it's just them. And there's this helplessness that comes with it, week on week. Momo is in this other world. Okarun can't do anything to help her. Okarun can't do anything to help her, and it's tense. It's you feel really really tense and quite vulnerable, as the characters do, as the characters feel vulnerable. And a lot of people didn't like that. But, and this is important, this is the important bit, but the confession. When Okarun, after getting back with her, finding her again, and doing everything that he can, he'd just seen her hurt, is lifted off out of the world, and he knows he has to fight, but he knows that he might fail. And in this moment of everything happening around him, he just confesses, right? It's a fucking extraordinary moment. It's one of the best for a reason. It's extraordinary. But that moment, him doing that tension in his chest, that feeling of helplessness and maybe never going to see each other again, that is a fucking crucial development, because it reframes the entire arc. The entire arc becomes a build-up of this sensation of vulnerability, this sensation of tension in your chest, as Okarun has in his own chest. That feeling of this might be it, and you've not said what you wanted to say for all this time. In fact, the whole last arc, the Ombudsman thing, their whole thing was that they couldn't just say it to each other, right? They couldn't confess what everybody already knows. That is crystallized in that fucking moment, and he says it. He says it. After all of that, he just says it. And in doing that, it reframes everything to be about the build-up of that, to that moment. And then everything after that in that arc becomes a kind of, this is what you're fighting for. That moment, everything orbits it. That is the singularity of that arc. That everything just circles. And I suspect, guys, that we can't really judge half of the things in this because we don't know what that singularity moment may be for this. And I think it's coming. I think it's coming. Right? All of the confusion, all of the feelings that are not being accepted, that are not coming through, all of the build-up and the tension, and the Okarun just fight after fight after fight, getting his shit pushed in, his ass handed to him. Powerlessness, not just physically unable to fight back because he doesn't have his partner, but emotionally, he's cornered. He doesn't know what to do because he's losing her after everything. And there's a self-hatred. There's an inability to push past his own fucking inabilities. His own worst behaviors start to creep back in. The way that he acted back at the house where he basically tricked her into going on a date with him. This as well is not like him. It's new behavior for the most part, and that is not Okarun. This, seeing him become someone who's not Okarun, and losing himself in the struggle to be stronger, to be better, to overcome the odds, is this moment, is this fucking thing. This is who that is. You know? And if the Oni Club is literally by definition feeding on his emotions, feeding on his strongest inabilities to overcome the odds by kind of like frustration and hatred and anger and his feelings for Momo, that's what you're looking at. It's corruption. The guy he's put himself through the fucking ringer, dude, and he's still not able to fight. And that's all that's left. Because he would become a monster for her, as we're seeing. But she doesn't want him to be one. She doesn't need him to be one. Fuck. Goddamn, dude. Fuck. Sorry. That was a lot. He's pushed himself. He's done everything that a human can do. You know? And this is where we're at. This is where we're at now. You know? I don't know. I feel like now it is the ball is in Momo's court. There's no question, right? There's no question because oh man, I'll tell you what though, right? He got shot. I don't recall exactly where he got shot. Like, I think that Momo might get her memories back before Vlad is defeated. I think that we might see Momo's memories come back here, or at least soon, because we need her to drag Okarun back. He's been putting too much pressure on himself to go it alone and be the one to do these things. And I respect it. I respect the point. I respect what he's trying to do, but he doesn't need to. You know what I mean? I'm quite excited for the rest of this arc. Like, I fucking love Dandadan too. I'm honestly, I can't. We'll get into the actual chapter in just a minute, guys. We'll get into the chapter in just a minute. But I was watching parts of season 1, right? In order to kind of like you know, as I was going through the Turbo Granny arc retold, and it's so good. It's so perfect. Like, the way that they move together and get close to each other is fucking amazing. You know? And it carries a bit of a nostalgia for me now. And that is like the core of this series, and I think that we're going to get back to that very soon. It's quite I don't know. It's hard to even describe it at times. I just fucking love it. I fucking love Dandadan. I think it's amazing. I'm very invested in this emotionally at this point. Okarun needs Momo. Okarun needs Momo, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself to not have her rely, like to not have to be a liability. But it's never really been that. There's a back and a forth in it. I think that from here, for Okarun, the ball needs to be in Momo's court now. I think we're in the make or break moment for them. You know, I think we're in that moment now. Yeah, I'm more invested in this series than I've ever been. Right, like I think that we're in a big important kind of time in the manga at this point. And I hope that Momo's memories come back, because I think that they're needed now more than ever. You know? Right. So, what is that? What is that? Can you guys see that? These Okarun glasses are reflecting. I look like a fucking loser. Holy shit. They're reflecting the lights back at the camera. They need to move. They need to move. I look like fucking Harry Potter. Shut up! Shut up! Right, guys. Before we get into the chapter, I just want to quickly go over what's going on over everywhere here. Right? So I've been being bullied into doing a dinner stream, and the compromise was if we hit 200 smackaroos, I'll do the dinner stream. We agreed on tikka masala, chicken tikka masala. If we get that, then we'll do it. If we get to 350, I will live stream me cooking it as well. And if we get to 400, I'll throw in a dessert. And then after 200, every £25 we get through after 200 will earn a spin on the wheel. These are various different modifiers that will change how the event runs when it is running. So different attire, different elements, a variety of different things. But you fucking have to earn it, okay? I don't know how much 28% is of 500. If somebody in the chat would do that and let someone know where we're at, I'd appreciate it. But if you guys you guys want this, you need to earn it, guys. You need to earn it. You know, y'all can't just rely on Team Kai to come up and save your bacon. All right? Yeah, 140, right? So 60 away from making it. Well done, guys. Thank you for investing, friends. Welcome to the spin wheel. You know, it's he did have a grip on the uniform. No, I think he's definitely going to hurt Momo. He's definitely going to hurt Momo in this new form. Or push her aside, but she's going to be the thing that stands. I'm telling you, I know that this is how it's going to be. She is going to stand. Oh my god, hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you. Now, the deadline is going to be the end of this week, but it's more fun on stream. So we'll see. Right, hold on. Let me show you this. Are you telling me Okarun, he's just beat the shit out of Hase, but he's going too far? Bro is about to fucking kill his ass. Right? Okarun is about to kill his ass. Okay? And then she just fucking stands in between them. We get the zoom in on the eye, the whole shebang. And that triggers in his brain that he's not going to go through her. He isn't going to go through her. Right? She doesn't want him to fucking kill Hase. You know what I mean? He's not going to go through her, and that's going to be the thing that stops him. And he's going to change. He's going to change back. And that will make him change back. I don't know. I imagine she'll get her memories back before this, maybe. It would be really cool and somebody flew this in the Discord, Patreon link in the description, joining as a free member to get access to the Discord is the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I think that... Oh, Fizz, well done. Thank you. 15, what a legend, people. I think that... What was I saying? Oh yeah, no, somebody said in the thing that she might see Okarun's memories. She might see Okarun's memories by reaching out and holding his aura, perhaps, and seeing through his memories everything that they did together, and that might cause her memories to come back. I understand that you might not sympathize with him. I understand that you might not sympathize with Hase. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Hase, right? It's not about Hase. It's about Okarun murdering a guy. That's what it is, right? Like she doesn't want Okarun to kill him. It's about saving Okarun in the same way that she saved him before. This is saving Okarun. That would be saving Okarun. It's the same goddamn thing. You know? It's not about Hase. No one cares about what Hase is. It'd be fucking hilarious if Okarun threw a huge magnet at her. He's not gonna die. He's not gonna kill Hase, is my point, right? You know, he's gonna get his shit pushed in. He's probably... Hase maybe even loses his powers. I don't know, but he'll probably be begging. He'll probably beg for mercy. Something along those lines, you know? It's all about the execution here, people. You know? Oh, what? Thank you, PS Love Kelly. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Amazing. Amazing show. Amazing show. Thank you, guys. Have we passed... What is 30... Could somebody just update me on the new percentages, please? You know? Exactly, Mark. She literally says that she doesn't want Gigi to become a murderer, despite the fact that the Ketos killed countless children over countless years. They are worse than Hase is. But she didn't want Gigi to become a murderer. So it's the same thing, right? He's gonna suffer. He's gonna get his shit pushed in. Right? Anyway, the chapter. Let's back to the chapter, people. Back to the chapter. And by that I mean page 1 of the chapter. So, we are back from where we left off last chapter, where Kinta and his little army have shown up in their tank. He's added, I'm pretty sure Emperor did not used to be in his title, because now he is Kinta, the End of Joy Toy Pegasus Emperor Sakata. I think that's new. So he's given himself another title, right? That's the commander, right? Or the colonel. That's the colonel. Okay? But anyway, the reinforcements are here. We've got Chiquitita, we've got Peeny Weenie, we've got Kinta, we've got Vamola, and we've got Rokuro Serpo, who wants Odin. Yeah, exactly. It's great. It was not there before. No, you're quite right. Yeah, so here we are. But, yeah, they're in a tank. It's pretty baller. And that woman who I don't know the name of, she's talking about her advanced squad. And obviously Hase is that Rook guy. What, me? Who, me? And then Hase decides that now he wants to beat the shit out of Kinta. He's such a fucking loser, dude. He's such a loser. Porky Princess. I love that. That's what she's called. I'm going to try and remember that to the best of my ability, because that's what she's called. Yeah. Yeah. But, they charge at him instead and leave Okarun and Momo alone, and he calls him dead meat. Hase's such a fucking bitch, dude. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We need to deal with this guy. I hate his ass so. But anyway, on the tank, Kinta expresses that he borrowed some of the nano skin from Momo Ayase's house. just in case something like this happened. I love that for him. I love that for him. You know, you gotta love it. Don't. You are not simping over these villains. Disallowed. Somebody time him out. Disallowed. He just took some of the house. Yeah, like one of the steps. You know, a banister. Hopefully he took that fucking pole. You know, the pillar. I hope that he took the pillar. That'd be great. That's my new headcanon. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I suppose what could be quite good. Ooh. What could be quite good is if Momo had one of the fucking the knives. She had one of the knives, and Okarun kind of leaves his like crazed state, and then he yields to Momo to take the powers away and put it into the Kazuka knife, and that's kind of just like him coming back to his senses, right? That would be crazy. That'd be really cute. That'd be really cute. No, that's also part of this. I've decided that's also part of this. No, she doesn't have a knife currently, but she might get one. I mean, she doesn't have a knife currently, but he was just stabbed repeatedly in the arm by one, so they are at play. Right? No, Momo's powers are in Vlad right now. I don't think that. Yes, this is what I'm saying. No, Blissey. Yes, that's the vein of what I'm saying. That's the vein of what I'm saying. That would be. By the way, actually, that's fucking good, because if that were the case, he would have fucking set this whole thing up. He would have set this whole fucking thing up and came out pretty fucking good at the end of it. Right? He would have come out pretty fucking good at the end of all of this if he did set all of this up. You know? Yes, that would be really good. I would like that a lot. But this is what I mean, right? I think that Okarun... Okarun... Yeah. Onikarun. No, whatever the context, I think it would be really powerful if he comes to his senses, Okarun comes to his senses, in the wake of potentially hurting Momo, and then he yields to her, right? And then she uses the knife to remove his power. That's got to be what it is. That's got to be what it is. All of this just fits too well in my head. All of this, it just fits too well in my head. This is what's going to happen. I've decided this is the new meta. This is the new meta on this channel. Yeah, we'll find out in a fucking month. You'll find out in a fucking month. Yeah, how about that? How about that? No, don't, BC. No, you're fine. You gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself, dude. Everybody has to believe. But anyway, he stole some of Momo's house. Maybe. I do think that CSG... Well, maybe you're right. But then, I don't know. Fuck knows. Okarun. Yeah, this is his swamp. No, I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway... Kinta uses the nanoskin, or rather the part of Momo's house that he decided to take home with him, as kind of like a party gift. You know, like one of those goodie bags that you get when you go to like a birthday when you're a kid. One of those. But anyway, he refers to Rokuro as Odin Man. It's crazy that we've got Rokuro here, isn't it? He hasn't really said much. He only really said, like, what's the wage? Like, what am I getting paid, essentially? What's the hourly wage? It's just, I love this recurring bit. It's just for the nanoskin. It's just for the nanoskin. If they don't play Smash Mouth in the anime, fucking hell, could you imagine that? The Shrek people. You know that Smash Mouth, the lead singer of Smash Mouth, hated. He believed that Shrek ruined the reputation of the band. It's fucking hilarious, brother. I'm sorry, you follow Shrek. It's not the other way. But anyway, he wanted to know the hourly, and then and this is actually something worth acknowledging, right? This is something worth to Tesco. Yeah, send him Tesco, Big Tesco. Send him to Big Tesco. This is worth acknowledging. I think Kinta has come quite a distance with his behavior in a lot of ways. Like, he refers to them as his friends now, right? He says that you can, like, do you think that you can buy friendship with money? This whole thing, and I do think, obviously, we all know that Tatsu is a big fan of Kinta, right? It's not a secret that he's a big fan of Kinta, and as a consequence of that, I think that we are starting to see kind of a bit more of a positive side to him, which is quite interesting, you know. So obviously Hase and Kinta are having their mini showdown here, and yeah, I mean it's kind of just mech stuff, right? Like we get a lot of mech stuff at this point in Dandadan, and he's learned from the last battle that they were in, and as a consequence of their last battle, he has kind of almost analyzed Hase's attack strategy and pattern from the previous battle, and his new Great Kinta is the Great Kinta Freedom. And it's really cool here. I actually really like this. I really like this for Kinta. Oh my god, I love this for him, right? He says here that initially he calls them people that he has to protect, but he says friends. And that's, I feel like, a really big turning point for Kinta because of the equality that comes with that, right? Like, he's viewing them as I don't think he's ever really got it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Kinta's ever really understood the whole friendship thing. And even as being part of the group, it's kind of been weird with him, because the exact extent to which... No, the suit looks great, yeah. The extent to which Kinta has really been part of the group has always kind of been a bit up in the air, I feel. Because of his own behaviors and quirks. So to see him actually embrace friendship is quite nice, right? Hairstyle is not revealed yet. That's true. That is true. I need him to have a hairstyle change. I need him to have a glow up. You know. Anyway, they are having their sky battle here, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Fly lower, I can help. Shut up. The hedgehog's getting hedgemogged. She's getting hedgemogged on by the fight. She's just hanging up there, and during it she gets fucking hit by a tank. She gets hit by a tank, dude. No, please, Bavish. Please. Nah, it's a hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. Yeah. No, you can't refund it. All sales are final. All sales are final, by the way. I'm sorry. It's just the true. But anyway. Yeah. So she gets ran over by the boys in the tank. I love Vamola, by the way. Look at her. Look at her just in the fucking tank. It's great. But anyway, they're having their whole fight, and then she does the spin dash. She does the spin dash, and you can kind of hear it. You can kind of hear it, can't you? Can't you hear it in your head? The Sonic the Hedgehog spin dash sound. And as she's about to do her spin dash into the tank, my boy Peeny Weeny It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but he slams on down, and then she's like, "Oh, you have powers," and he's all like, "I'm actually against violence. I'm against violence, so I'm going to use this violence to show you why violence is wrong." Oh, look at him. You know, Peeny Weeny back in the day, back when I was like initially reading through Dandadan, I didn't really care that much about him. I found his chapter in the Space Globalist arc to be a bit of a drag in a lot of ways. Kind of messed with the momentum. But you know what? I'm really happy to see him. You know, he's always there. He's always there, you know? He's always stepping up. And I respect the fuck out of him for that. He's always stepping up to the plate, man. You know? He's a legend. He's a legend. He's a pacifist warrior. Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't... He's trying to raise his son. But he always shows up, man. He always shows up. But he doesn't fucking, like, back down. It's been a long time. Yes. But anyway. Vamola is just eating her food. She's just eating her food. The enter button. Well, to be fair, it kind of added to the kind of... It gave the statement a kind of like that pause that made it feel like you were doing it for effect. It's been a long time. Yeah, you like him more than Kinta. I like Kinta more, but I can understand. I would teach you my peaceful ways by force, exactly. Echidamaxing. I like that. I quite like that. Echidamaxing. Yeah. Very powerful. Very powerful. Anyway. Yeah, she says that she's gonna fight the dinosaur. And look, I mean, we all knew it was gonna happen. We all knew it was gonna happen, right? Like we all knew that we were gonna get the kaiju fight. And I suspect part of this is a reason that we're getting the whole hiatus is because we are getting something cooked up for us, right? I love the way that Vamola talks. That the only one who can stop that big thing now is a fellow like me. I love that she says fellow, because in my mind she says fellow just because of the awkward fellow line, right? Like, I love it. It's so good. But yes, we are going to see a kaiju fight, and I'm quite keen to see it. Also, the fact that the Kinta, I mean, I imagine that Kinta's fight with Hase is not going to stay Kinta's fight with Hase. I imagine Kinta's fight with Hase is about to turn into Okarun, Onikarun, Ogakarun versus Hase, which would free up Kinta to join Vamola and to add the nano skin to her so that they can fight this fucking monstrosity. You know, like imagine she gets like a cannon or something like that, or the horns, right? Like maybe she gets the horns back because of that. Everybody's growing horns. You know, I don't know where Ida is actually. I guess she's just fighting. But we are getting there. Oh, Gerardo, thank you. Thank you for the 5 smackadoos. We're getting there, gamers. We're getting there. Yeah, he needs to make her a big sword. You're right. You're right. He needs to turn it into a big sword for sure. Yeah, because the kaiju is using its tail like a sword. That would be very powerful. Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, I mean, Okarun is going to absolutely take Hase to town, but I think it would be a fight, at least for a minute. Okay, they're fighting the thing still, right? But, yeah. We will see. We will see in a fucking month, basically. Anyway, we're also seeing my boy Yatagarasu absolutely fucking aura farm over here. I love the way that this guy moves with his scissors, man. He absolutely fucking... Like, he just... Well, he cuts through them, doesn't he? It's very cool. It's very cool. I love his whole thing. He's fighting, what, the Octopus Man, I guess? Right? He's fighting like the Octopus Man for now. And at that moment, he's kind of a bit overwhelmed, right? And then the Jiangxi vampires show up from Adachi. Squid turd. I like that. I like that. Someone, if I don't know if Janny's here still, note that down. Squid turd. Anyway, we get the boys. Now, I do wonder, like, what's the deal with Miko and Muko? What's the deal with Miko and Muko? Where are they? I imagine they didn't come with, so they just decided not to come with. That's crazy, isn't it? Or maybe because they don't have powers or aren't privy to this world, they couldn't come into empty space, perhaps? Right? Honestly, 4 years will do it for me. I mean, I will take Dandadan going for another 4 years at least. I will take Dandadan going for another 4 years at least. You know? Anyway, Adachi shows up and she tells Zuma to be careful. I love that he's just showing up, by the way. He's so fucking cool. I love Zuma. I'm glad that he's not blind anymore. I'm glad that he's not blind anymore. Try not to get hurt. Man. Oh, I just love this. I love all the characters just coming together, man. I love all of the characters coming together. Yeah, I hope that this turns into a proper family dynamic for Zuma. You know, it makes me really happy to see something like that. Oh, man, and here we are. This is fucking crazy. I'm just gonna slap this shit up here, right? This is crazy. Because it's like... Look at him, he's got that... Hold up. Where is it? Yeah. No, hold up. He looks like this. Right? I'll show you. Right, so where is he? Okarun, look at him here in the top left, right? Are you telling me he isn't rocking this exact thing? Look at him! Oh no! He's... Oh no, Okarun, get up! Oh my god. Oh, sweet. That's crazy. You know, Fizz can do a great impression of Joe. It'd be very useful about now. That is fucking absurd, dude. No, look, they're the same guy. That's crazy. I'm turning into a freaking Oni. Sweet. That is crazy. Sorry, I kind of ruined the moment there a little. Hey, Peter. I need to learn how to do it. You need to be my sensei. Fizz, you must be my sensei. Anyway, where were we? Right, yeah. So he's got a Family Guy-ified, right? But point is, he's not looking too good. You know, he's not looking too good. He's had his shit pushed in. I actually feel really bad, like, looking at him. It's quite brutal. And she crawls over to him, obviously. Nev, well done. Are we over the mark, people? Are we over the necessary mark? Have we done it? Are we going to be eating good? Are we going to be eating good, people? That's crazy. 205. We did it. We did it. Not cooking stream money, but we will be eating tikka masala together, people. You know? Now, every 25 pounds after this point, every 25 after this point gets us a spin on the wheel, which adds a modifier to said event. So just keep that in mind. If we hit 350, I will record, I will do a stream of us cooking it together. And then if we hit a big old 400s, the big old 400s, I will throw in a dessert as well. But like I said, every 25 past this point earns this regardless. Okay, so keep that in mind, people. Anyway. Yeah, so Okarun's pretty much out for the count. But you have to remember the position that he was in. No, the maid attire is at 10k subs. But anyway, he's not doing super well. He's not doing super well. But the last time we saw him, he basically said that he was going to kill Hase, right? We kind of spoke about this at the beginning of the stream, but for people who aren't here, and we spoke about this in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. We spoke about this last week. We've talked about it ad nauseum. About like you know, the why of the Oni thing. But something that we've seen a lot of is that people are able to pass over chi. People are able to empower each other through touch. And we saw that with Gigi kind of calming Momo's nerves. And we presumed that we saw that through Momo holding Okarun's hand. But the question is whether or not it was about chi in the first place. It was about whether or not she was ever passing chi over, or whether it was the feelings that them holding hands together, of being close together, would conjure in Okarun. And if the Oni powers are powered by feelings, emotion, strong emotion, then that would explain why he gets overtaken. Yeah. Well, I suspect that, like, we've already spoke at the beginning of this entire alright. See you in a bit, Nev. We've already spoke a bit about Okarun's attire here being somewhat reminiscent of Turbo Okarun, but I do think that Okarun's transformation is going to have kind of elements of his Turbo Granny transformation in there as well. Presumably a long coat is going to be a big factor in this. Maybe he'll have a different color scheme. Maybe he'll have an inverted color scheme. I don't know. I'm curious. You know? Like the fact that he's got a coat like this currently, I can only presume is going to factor into how he looks. But yeah, if it is powered by strong emotion, then it would explain why he's being overcome with it at the end of last week. Yeah, I imagine you'll get a mask type thing for sure. Yeah, I'm curious about that as well, Channing. I think he'll be very angry. I just think he's gonna be a complete monster. You know, I don't even know if he's gonna have necessarily a personality exactly. But anyway, she crawls over to him, and keeps her bag on her, and we see that the reason she had all that bag on her and she was hanging on to it so tightly throughout this entire arc is because it had a variety of medication in it, first aid stuff, for him. After the last time that they were together, she started carrying it around with her. And man, like this is like the most Momo thing. This is the most earlier today I watched season 1 episode 5. Dandadan season 1 episode 5. And it's still one of my favorite episodes. But in that episode, Momo has this whole moment, obviously, where she tells Okarun to leave her alone, because she's embarrassed about the fact that they were seen of her feelings, not just their relationship, but her feelings towards him that she doesn't understand being broadcast to people because of what that might. Because then she can't hide from it. Then she can't pretend that it's not. That she has to deal with those feelings because other people are pushing them in her face, right? She doesn't like the reality of how she's feeling inside to be coming face to face with her. It's part of the reason that she's always hidden her weirdness from everybody, from the world, is because she doesn't want people to make fun of that weirdness and then in turn be making fun of her family, her grandma. You know what I mean? This is the perfect representation of exactly that, right? She obviously is starting to feel something genuine for Okarun, right? She's obviously starting to feel something really genuine for Okarun, but she's not coming clean about it. But she does carry a bag around with her. A bag which inside of it, tucked away, hidden away, is this pure expression of how much she cares about him. Right? She carries this around with her because underneath all of that she does care. And tucked away, hidden away in this bag, which on the surface looks like it's a statement for fashion, is a variety of different things catered and tailored for him. That is Momo Ayase in the early stages of their relationship to a T. Right? And in that exact figure, that exact thing. And yes, ranch dressing. We don't get ranch here, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely becoming a bit more. She's getting there, Fizz, and I think that's part of it. I do think that a lot of the stress and the anxiety of the conflict is what leads to Momo's honesty coming front and center. But like, think back to the Cursed House arc when they first, when she first held his hand, the Evil Eye arc as well. They did that initially because they were in peril, because they were in danger, and then that transitioned into real life scenarios where it's more tender and less in the middle of conflict. And one of the things as well, for the record, before this whole date happened, one of the things that we really were talking about, is the handhold being front and center to this kind of thing. And we keep getting the handhold from the perspective of, oh, they're passing chi to each other. But if it is about emotion, if it is about the way that makes him feel, then right in front of us, right in front of our eyes, the handhold has never been more important. Never been more important. And we just kind of tucked it away under this pretense of it being about passing chi to each other. But it might have just been about the act of holding hands and how it made him feel. So we've been ignoring the truth right in front of us, right? In a lot of ways, it was clearly more genuine and more emotionally driven than we realized it was. And that is crazy. That's crazy to me. They got us. Even we got. Even we got by this. Isn't that wild? But anyway. Also, this reminds me of something as well. Hold on. This reminds me of something as well. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? No, not you. Not you. Not you. Maybe this. Maybe this. No, it's not. It's here. It's here. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This shit. See this? Right? You ready? Boom. Look at that. How similar. How similar the moments may be. I will take a look at that in just a second, support, when we get through the chapter. But look, it's the same fucking framing, right? It might just be a framing device that Tatsu likes, but I like to think of it as being a similar kind of thing, like a parallel, or at least a mirror of the moment, right? You know? But it's a very similar kind of thing. Showing up when someone's at their lowest. You know? But anyway, he wakes up partially, and he's not looking too good. My guy ain't looking too good. He's being overcome by the Oni powers, one can presume. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. It's hard to watch, you know? Yeah, I kind of brought up an inversion of Danmara in the Discord, yeah. But yes, no, this is true, Mark. Yeah, it is kind of a reversal of that, or at least, more importantly, I think less of a reversal and perhaps more of a grabbing the same things, grabbing those elements of Danmara and throwing them in here. It doesn't necessarily need to line up exactly 1-to-1 or an exact 180 kind of like reversal of things. What really matters is that you're seeing those same components at play, and I think that's what's happening here. Is a lot of these things are in here by design, because I do believe that we're getting closer to the end of this whole debacle. I think that part of the way that Okarun snaps out of this is by Momo standing in between him and Hase, and then he comes back to his senses, because of course he would, and he yields. In my mind, part of the kind of the way that it would look in my mind is a bit like this, like this kind of moment. Like, this is the kind of construction that the moment takes in my head. You know what I mean? This was a very important moment, in my opinion, in the space globalist thing. Taking this kind of like framing to it. I'm putting all of all of them, Gerardo. Every single egg is going in that one basket, dude. Look, if I'm wrong, fuck it. That's fine with me. I don't mind being wrong about Dandadan. You know? I usually am. We all usually are. But this would my brain would tweak. My brain would fucking light up like the 4th of fucking July. Every egg and a few chickens as well. Fuck it. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Exactly. I don't know if they jump straight to the kiss, but I do think that he will yield to Momo, because he doesn't want to hurt her. You know? But this is tough going. Yeah, I don't think that he's a chill guy. That would be fucking crazy though, Channing. I think I'd be a bit shook. Yeah, I know. Can somebody get Tatsu on the horn? Can somebody get Tatsu on the horn for us, people? I've got some things I need him to do. You know what, Hoops? I don't really hear any of the characters when I'm reading it. I don't think. Do I? It's hard to say. You know, but like let's just let's roll with it. You know. Yeah, while you're there, yeah. If someone can get Tatsu on the horn, I'll have a chat with him about this hiatus thing. 3 weeks is crazy. Well, I don't think that yielding. I don't think yielding necessarily needs to be about being defeated in combat. It just means that you're genuinely, honestly saying from your heart, I don't want this power. Like I give up. And I think Okarun yielding to Momo would be very powerful. Would be very powerful. You know? I mean, I think that Okarun just... I think... Momo... I don't think that a kiss is necessarily the thing that does it here. I think Momo standing between them would be pretty powerful. I don't know what fairy tale stuff is getting in here. Like I don't know. You know, but what really matters here, I think, is that kind of like choice that Okarun makes, like that it cuts through. Whatever Momo does needs to cut through all of this, and reach him even through this state of mind, right? That's what I think. But yeah, and it's also, you know what, it'll be nice to see Momo take the driver's seat here a little bit, because Momo's been very passive recently. I like the idea that she kind of rescues herself a little bit because of how she feels. They say we are Dandadan and everyone explodes. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's crazy that you just... Have you got his script? But anyway, guys, that is the chapter. That's 3 weeks. We got... Well, the next one is on the 14th. The 14th of September. Well, yeah, so that's 2 weeks, no chapter, and then on the third week, we're back. So, here we are. Yeah, no, this is it. Well, I think that maybe it was just a bit of a red herring, Gemix. Like, to me, I don't think that the power is ever his. He was just an incubator. He was designed as an incubator for greater power so somebody else could come and take it. This is what CSG has been doing. This is what he's been doing. He's been granting people with powers just so that he can take them. You know? Like I think Okarun's power needs to just be the Turbo Granny power, ultimately. Like, we were so quick to buy into the idea that Okarun was going to get his powers back. We were so quick to buy into that idea that he was going to get back his powers that we kind of neglected to kind of think about it, I guess, in any greater deal outside of that. This Manjiro is not Manjiro. This was all just a ploy from the beginning. He's been played like a fiddle. The stream plans. Well, I'm thinking for the next couple of weeks. I'm thinking that we just jump back on anyway, and we just go through the past 2 arcs, 50-50 per stream, and just go through some of the stuff together, just to kind of like get our bearings with where we are, you know? Yeah, Nicholas, I mean, this happens sometimes. Like, when something big happens in the manga, or we're at a particularly exciting time, the stream numbers inflate, right? Back on Big Momo Day, when Momo got big again, we had like 120 people in the chat. It was pretty fucking crazy, actually. But very exciting. Very exciting. We've not hit those numbers since Big Momo Day, but hey, you know, who knows what will happen when they eventually kiss? We could be at like 1,000 people. Who knows? You know? Did Okarun technically... No, he didn't die. I hope not. No, he's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I'm curious to see what happens. I really hope that, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think that I think that Momo and Okarun, I think that this event was happening here. I think that this kind of pushes forward, that this might push forward Momo getting her memories back. I was kind of the mind before that it wouldn't be until they dealt with Vlad. But it's very quite possible now that she'll get her memories back when trying to help Okarun, or even she accepts how she feels, maybe. I don't know. I just really want to see it. I just really want to see it. Oh my god, I really want to see it. But I do think that this might push forward the memories thing a little bit, you know, because we need to see it. We need to see something, you know. Yeah, CSG has been behind fucking everything. Now, an Okarun flashback is something that that would I also think would be quite effective, Monado. Like, if she could access enough of her powers to be able to see Okarun's backstory through his aura, right? Could you imagine how powerful that would be if she reached out, used his aura to see his past, learned about his past, and then remembered what they went through seeing it through his eyes, seeing how he views her through his eyes, and that being enough for her to activate her memories? Because if you do see that, if she does see that, right, then you're effectively, there's no more question in your mind about how this person feels, because you've seen it. You felt it through their history. I wouldn't bank on that necessarily being what happens, but it would be a very powerful thing, right? I don't know, Orbis. I mean, like, the characters, the gang hasn't even been introduced. They don't even know who Vlad is. So I don't see it happening soon, right? Like, we don't know a thing about him unless he just shows up and there's no skin in the game at all, right? I don't know. I think Momo's got to get her memories back before that point. We also need to see... Look, there's a lot of things we need to see before we deal with this, right? Vlad does not get defeated. Vlad doesn't get defeated without Momo and Okarun having their powers back. That much is certain, right? Especially Okarun getting his Turbo Granny powers back, because that needs to feel like a triumph. But we're not gonna get Okarun getting his powers back until we've seen Turbo Granny using her powers. And she is going to have to somehow give her powers back to Okarun. Until we see these things, if we're not going to defeat Vlad, surely. Because if they defeat Vlad before Okarun gets his powers back, if they defeat Vlad before Okarun gets his powers back, we're going to be waiting a long time. Because there'll need to be a new threat and a new reason for him to get his powers back. So it's everything is going to happen or nothing is going to happen. I mean, I'm at the point right now where I believe the most logical thing for Okarun and Momo is for Momo to just get her powers back, to get her memories back in the upcoming chapters. At this point, right? We might be near Blissmas, people. Blissmas may be around the corner. It's very possible. It's very possible. I don't know what the new colors will be. I mean, yeah, once they defeat Vlad, maybe we will get get something space related. I mean, I think after all of this, I kind of feel like Vamola might need to be reunited with her with Banga, her mother. Right? Like, that's still on the horizon. The fucking Ketos are on the moon, of course. We don't know a goddamn thing about Turbo Granny's backstory. We don't know a goddamn thing about CSG's backstory. Look, I feel like we've got a lot of Dandadan left in us at this point. It doesn't sound like, it doesn't seem like Tatsu is tired of it, right? Dandadan is only just hitting its stride with popularity, really. You know? Very soon, we've got Dandadan Season 3. I just don't see... I don't know. But, like, for me, what I would love to see is for Momo to get her memories back, and that and Okarun's thing to be kind of resolved in here. Everything... Look, I mean, like, for me, part of the reason that we're even doing this... Part of the reason that we're even doing this whole memory loss thing in the first place was to re-explore their feelings, as well as to finally put a pin in the whole jealousy stuff, right? I think that stuff is kind of on the way out now, and it would be good to kind of maybe put a pin on that by Momo and Okarun being more public about their feelings. I mean, I don't see how they get out of this without their feelings being clear to each other, because Aira knows now. You know, you can't just throw away that. You can't throw away that dynamic between Okarun and Aira without making it go somewhere. I feel like we might be on the cusp of it. Yeah, no, Orbis, that would be amazing. Again, I'm not banking on any of these things, right? Even though I'm very attached to certain plot developments happening. Even though I'm quite attached to certain plot developments happening, I'm by no means telling you that is what's going to happen as a guarantee, right? Like we've been here. Like, a lot of you guys have been here long enough to know that we're pretty much wrong 90% of the time, maybe 87% of the time, right? And I'm fine with that. In fact, I like that. I'd hate to be able to just predict anything, because then you can't be surprised by it. Then you can't be a reader in the same way. I'm so fucking locked in. I'm so locked in, man. This series is the fucking bomb. Like, I'll be serious. Like I said, I was rewatching some of season 1. Fuck, it's so good, dude. Like, you know what it is? Like, we spoke about this before, and I've been as open as I can be about it before. But like, when I first kind of like was in, I discovered Dandadan, it was a very like important thing. A very like it sounds ridiculous, but it was a very important thing for me because it made me feel good in a time where I didn't feel good. Do you know what I mean? And you kind of get to a point with stuff like that where you feel like, oh, I've explored it too many times, I've read it too many times, I've enjoyed it too many times, spoke about it too much to be able to get that full effect. But when I was watching it, I was just like, it just fucking just still clicks like you wouldn't believe. It clicks like you wouldn't believe. Because it feels so right. It feels so right to watch it, and to kind of like enjoy this thing. It's really good. It's just great. Like honestly, I haven't watched season 1 in a while. But it has a very powerful effect. You know what I mean? It has a very powerful impact. And I really enjoy that. I still feel that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'd think talking about it pretty much fucking every day for nearly 2 years would fucking hell, what the fuck? That's crazy. I shouldn't have put it in that perspective. I apologize for putting it in that perspective. But talking about the same thing for essentially every single day for 2 years would kind of make you sick of it. But it's not really something that I'm sick of in any way, you know? And you think I would be. Like, you'd think that would be here talking about it and it would just be like boring shit. But there's always something. It's always I don't know. After a year and a half, yeah, that'd be exciting. You get your bingo. Yes, exactly. This is it. Like Dandadan was a very important change for me. You know, it really helped put me on a particular path, and I'm excited for season 3. Last year during season 2. Last year during season 2, we were cooking, right? The channel was fucking cooking. What is that? A gold coin, badass. It looks like a golden ball. But last year in season 2, we were cooking, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna double down for that in season 3. I'm gonna have everything fucking like running like clockwork. You know, I'm gonna be absolutely exhausted through that period of time, but I don't care. Let's do it. Next year, there's a lot of things I'm really excited for. This is it. This is it, Fizz. If it's not happened yet, it's not going to happen. You know? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Gerardo, I don't really like that much anime. I really don't. I wouldn't consider myself to be like an anime fan, really. I have a very select amount of things that I really enjoy when it comes to anime. But you know, I haven't read Witch Hat Atelier yet. Maybe I'll get round to it. Merch Volume 3. I know I put that on the back burner for so long. I'm sorry, guys. It's just so hard to get around to doing all these external things. Like, even creating the content is so much work. Like you wouldn't. I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, some people pump out content like nobody's business. But it's so hard. It's so fucking hard. It's so hard, dude. Like, I don't know. But you're constantly a wooden spoon in merch. Yeah. Plain socks. All this time just for some plain socks. Now, it's really difficult to do that. And then I'm also trying to revive the Patreon to kind of pump a little bit of energy back into that. I want that to be a hub. I want people to be able to kind of use that for other things. I've got some other projects that I'm working on that I really want to live on Patreon. I might put it here as well, depending on how YouTube places it on the channel. But there are some things I really want to work on that I'm quite excited to do. But you know what I mean? Keeping the momentum going, juggling all the things currently is really difficult. Getting started is very difficult. But some projects are they drag, right? Like some projects drag for a long time. There's a video I'm currently working on the script of that I wanted to be done for pretty soon, but it's a very complicated thing. It's not a Dandadan related thing, but it's a very complicated project that I want to get right. There are a lot of moving pieces to it. There's a lot of academia to understand about it. Like, I mean, to reveal a little just generally about myself, my degree is in ostensibly in media analysis, right? Like that's where I specialize, as it were, right? So it's been a long time for me since I try not to burn out, Pickle. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate it. It's just I see a hoops. It's a one-man show, so it can be quite difficult. A one-man show, and then there's also Blissy, who basically runs the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. But so the next project I'm working on, oh, thanks Matt, appreciate it. I appreciate. Look, by all means, I hope that you get around to it. You know, but the next video I'm working on is got a lot of academic backing to it. I'm trying to keep it in line. I'm trying to keep it in line with the channel's vibe, right? Which is very much driven by character, driven by character interactions and things like this. But what essentially I'm trying to do is frame a pretty, not complicated, it's not that complicated to understand it, but it is a very academic concept, like a theoretical spine to this project, this script, whilst also keeping it inside of the realm of something character driven, which is difficult, especially as it does pertain somewhat to current affairs. Like it is undeniably in that realm. But you know, it is my wheelhouse. It's been a long time, and blending it with the style of the channel is quite difficult. So this script takes a long time and a lot of brain power to kind of not even get started, but to keep sitting and chipping away at it constantly is so hard. It's so difficult to do. And in between that, as you can see, like I got the Turbo Granny arc done. The Acro Silky arc retold will be coming out very soon. I don't know exactly when. I would like to maybe get something out in between them. But we're working on it. I'm working on it. And then the Serpo arc would plug all of the gaps. That would plug all of the gaps in the Retold series. And when those gaps are plugged in the Retold series, we will be able to move forward with that, and then we'll be able to kind of move on to the future of the Retold series. We have 2 left in the Kantama arc, so there's stuff to do. There's always stuff to do. There's always videos to do. So it's about balancing the things that the channel, the audience, you guys, the core audience, expect from the channel, whilst also blending in all the stuff I want to do on top of that. I understand, and I love, by the way, that you guys are so adamant that I do the things I want to do. Like, that keeps me going, genuinely. The people on Patreon who are able to kind of like, who support me there, are the people who are essentially making it possible for me to do these things that I want to do. And I love that you guys have that mindset. You know what I mean? Because it means that I'm motivated and excited. So the fact that I can thank 720, Blissy Cat, Charles Grousington, Danny Dan, Fifth Gram, Jersey Backy, Mother Support, Old Toaster but a Dragon, Orbit 6565, Princess Jellies, Quentin Tarantado, Sarah, Zero, Tim Kai, and Big Wormcle. The fact that I can thank you guys for your support means that I can keep doing the things I want to do with this channel without having to guarantee that everything comes from ad revenue. It means that we can keep focusing on this shit, you know? But the base expect Dandadan. And I want to make Dandadan. That was a good segue, wasn't it? And I want to make Dandadan. I want to talk about Dandadan. So blending that in, which is time and work and energy, into that, as well as the things on the side that I'm kind of trying to spread into a little bit, is work. Is work. I am on live chat. Yes. It doesn't show up in the corner for some reason. Live chat doesn't show up in this corner. You know? Riz energy. Oh, you guys, no. No! Down! Down! We're not talking about Riz here, okay? Riz Karun. This is how Okarun managed to riz all of the girls in the Dandadan series. And then Okarun used his boundless riz to riz up Ida. He rizzed up the huzz. The hedgehog man. No, don't. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. The unspoken riz hook. No, stop. No, don't. Jesus Christ, dude. Don't. We're not talking about that. I hate that fucking... Oh, that title is the worst. Sorry. Number 15. Burger King's foot lettuce. Imagine biting into your Burger King burger and finding someone's foot fungus. Turns out that might be what you get. Admittedly, he had shoes on, but somehow that's even worse. What the fuck? No way. Oh, what? No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okarun, get up. Peter. Oh, sweet. Holy crap. We've hit brain right out it, yeah. Holy crap. I'm freaking knocked out, Lois. Oh, sweet, I'm a freaking Oni. So fucking stupid, dude. What the hell? That's cursed, man. That is cursed. You hate to see it. No, you don't get clips anymore. Clips are gone. Clips are gone and they're never coming back. Clips are gone and they're never, ever, ever coming back. You're just gonna have to live with that. You're just gonna have to live with that. I'm disappointed I didn't get to spin this wheel once. I really wanted to spin the wheel. I wanted to see what it would land on. Oh well. Even though, like, I imagine or I presume that people will continue, because I'm gonna leave this running. We're not finished yet. But I presume that this is gonna fill up a little bit throughout the week. I'm happy to just do the tikka. Like, honestly, the cooking thing is a lot of work, so I don't mind us not hitting that goal. But so if it does get filled up in the week, that's fine, right? But, however, spinning the wheel will be much less lame if we did it now. So it's like, oh, shit. You know? I can't bring back clips. I'm sorry. I can't. The best I can do is make shorts, and I'm sure as shit not making shorts. Although that could be kind of funny, to be fair. I need a shorts person. I need to hire a shorts person, but I can't afford to hire a shorts person. I can't afford to hire any person. I can't afford to hire any person. You know, we're gonna have to AI generate shorts. In fact, I can still clip. I think I can still clip. Actually, I think. Would that nervy by us watching? Oh, no, I'm quite comfortable. I'm quite comfortable when it comes to cooking. I mean, see you, Channing. I'm quite comfortable when it comes to cooking. I can't say that I've made tikka chicken masala before, but a lot of it is marinating chicken overnight, or at least for a day, in the yogurt sauce. The actual sauce itself, I think, is mostly like what, tomatoes, right? Like tomatoes and cream, and obviously a bunch of different spices. But you know, like I said, I'm quite confident at cooking. I could show you. What would be really cool is I'd be able to show you guys the throw it back. That's crazy that you just said that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Throw it back. Thank you though, Orbis. Thank you, though, Orbis. I would definitely make a coffee. I would definitely make a coffee. You know? 220. I did put it at every 25. Every 25 would be a spin. But you know what, guys? Out of appreciation and the fact I want to do it, I'll spin the wheel for you. You'll get one at a discount, let's say. Okay? Because I'm desperate to do it. Okay, so we have Cooking Apron, and you may not see it, but it says Queen of the Kitchen on it. We've got a cooking... Queen of the... No, it doesn't count. It has to be through coffee. That's where it's set up. Queen of the Kitchen. A bib when I'm eating. I'm going to... If we get this one, that will be a chapter or episode analysis while I'm eating. So we'll be able to kind of do this together. We'll be able to build out an analysis together while I'm eating my food. It'll be awful. Chef hat. Eating with only chopsticks. Classical music while eating. Clipping some colour braids in my hair. Drinking iron brew from a glass so you can see how orange it is. Doing the Moe Moe tri-beam. Wearing my Okarun outfit. Eating a Scotch egg. A good old Scotch egg. Or a tea with the may it get tastier as I pour it. So some of these are better than others. Okay? Alright, I hope that you're excited. Because who knows what it will be. Oh. Okay. Shit. I'm going to get sauce on it. I'm going to get sauce on it. God, I'm not getting the sugar-free. Thank you very much. I'm going to get my fucking... You know, I was kind of humming and hawing on this one because I don't know how well that thing washes. So I'm worried about getting oil and sauce on it, but we'll find out. If we could match this with the Cooking Apron thing, people... Grip it and rip it! Monado! Yes! See? There you go. There you go. Thank you. Legendary stuff. Thank you, Monado. Does it still have pumpkin on it? It might still have pumpkin on it. I don't know. I don't know. It's in the closet. Scotch eggs are fucking amazing. I don't know. I'd probably make one as well. To be fair, I'd probably make it. I've never made a Scotch egg. I've only bought them, but I'd make it just because I'd prefer to get it like fresh, I guess. You know? Because otherwise the egg is like hard boiled and it's like I don't know if I fuck with that. Although you have to fry it in oil, so maybe not. But that was fun. That was fun. Now it's not a particularly hard thing to cook, but when you're cooking other things in the same spot, and I've only got a 4-burner, you know, I live in a small-ish flat. It can be a bit of a pain with other things going at the same time, you know. Although I suppose you could make them first, and then get around to everything else. I don't know. But I did find that my camera, which I purchased from a friend secondhand, does have a microphone attached to it. You know? It's got a little microphone attached to it, which I can pop on top of my camera so I can film it. You know? Which is pretty good. Wrap things up on. You got somewhere to be? Whatever time it is there. Yeah. No, I mean, it'll be good. This isn't to say that I this isn't to say that I haven't what is this? This isn't to say that I wouldn't need this isn't to say that I wouldn't need to buy more equipment. I would need to buy more equipment for doing that, but Friday stream, locking it in. Am I locking it in? Yes, I'm going to lock in the Friday stream this week. Now, guys, I don't know exactly what the Friday stream's going to look like exactly, but let's just take the time to do something with it. The problem with YouTube is having to come up with fucking thumbnails for shit. I don't want to come up with a thumbnail for it, so I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. All right, Toto, catch you. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. But yes, we'll do a Friday stream this week for sure. I'll just need to find a way to kind of make that make sense. And kind of maybe pick a topic, right? Pick a topic. Just say New York. What is he talking about? NY? What's he saying? What's he saying? By the way, have you seen that The Weeknd is living everybody's dreams? He is officially the biggest fan of Tai Takumi, and it really hurts my soul. It really hurts my soul. This is not supposed to be his dream. This is not supposed to be his dream. It's supposed to be mine. He is. Oh, I see. Just say NY, right? I see. Makoto's biggest fan. Yeah, I know, but like, it's not the same, is it? It's not. See, this bee is living my life. Fizz does a great Kronk. I know that that's not his name. He did this yesterday when we were playing Helldivers, actually. And then I jumped onto Twitter and I literally saw somebody else posting the exact same thing, of the exact same reference with the exact same thing. It's very entertaining. No, don't. Pickle, don't get me started. Don't. Somebody time out Pickle for that. Alright, that is not acceptable, what you just said. Very rude. No, if the guy who does the fucking illustrations for Persona makes you straight up makes you a drawing of her tailored to you, you know, like, it's over. It's loca genuinely over, you know. It's just over. There's no getting past that. The Weeknd fumbled her. Oh, what? Did he? What do you mean? I didn't see that he fumbled. That he fumbled the bag. Oh shit! He missed the romance. Oh, what a loser! Nah, no, I not low keyly. No, that's not. Don't matter. Don't worry about it. He fumbled. He did. He made the wrong dialogue choice. What a fucking dork, dude. Oh my god, he fumbled it. That's embarrassing. I ain't got that dog in him. He isn't as much of a Tai Takumi fan as I am. That's the problem, isn't it, really? That's the problem, isn't it? I would not have fumbled that, so, you know. That's crazy that people have... No, don't time him out. Don't time him out. Look, they've even drawn him fumbling the bag. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, he doesn't know nearly. It's his own fault. It's his own fault. Nobody knows more. Nobody knows more about Tai Takumi than me, and you know, so he just doesn't know it. Yeah, no, you're in the clear, Pickle. You're in the clear. You're absolutely in the clear. That's a shame, isn't it? I would love to see those, Mark. I would love to see them. You should link them in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join us if you remember to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, what is this shit? Why are people drawing him like Persona? What is this? What is this? What is happening? Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know. It's too much. It's information overload. It's information overload. You know? Oh, thank you. Waiting on you. Waiting on you. Oof, we gotta go to... Oh, hold up. You know what? I did see this. I did see this. Hold up. That's crazy. No. That's bad, dude. That's a shame. That's a shame. He just didn't have that dog in him. He didn't have that dog in him. What are you gonna do? Not everybody's built for it. Not everybody's built for it. Yeah, I don't know. I love Persona so much. I love Persona so much. I'm sorry that we didn't finish it, Danny. Maybe I'll jump back on it at some point soon. Maybe I'll jump on it again at some point soon and just fucking blow through the whole thing in 2 days. That's not enough time, is it? It'd need to be more than 2 days. It'd need to be like at least 3 or 4 days, maybe a week. 2030, come on, come on, 2030. 2030, fucking no faith. He has no faith. Have some goddamn faith. Persona 6, don't get me, I don't even want to talk about Persona 6 at this point. I don't want to talk about it yet. If we're not there now, I don't want to talk about it. I need it. Okay? We're not talking about Persona 6 at this point. Man. No, don't pickle. Right, that's enough out of you, pickle. Tahiti. Yes, exactly. You are my brother. You are my son.
Dutch, when are we playing Civ 6 anyway? Well, Dutch, I haven't even finished Persona 5 Royal. It's too long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you should... Persona 3. Damn. Damn. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring up Civ 6. I'll play it anytime, anywhere. Alright? I'll play Civ 6 literally whenever. It's all you guys that are just not available. Yeah, get into Persona. Yeah, no, you should play Persona 3. You can romance Yukari. Yukari Takumi. Look. Also known as the Proto Momo Ayase. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Come on. What are we doing here? She got the bow. She even got the bow. Hell no. It's the same person, dude. What are you doing here? Man, Persona's so good, guys. Honestly, play it. They're cowards. Yeah, I know. No, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's the same person, dude. It's the same person. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. Like he is a fan. He is a fan. Tatsu is a fan of Persona. Look at this shit over here. You telling me that this isn't the same shit? Look at this. They're basically the same person, dude. Look. They're literally putting... God damn it. Yes, exactly. This is what I'm saying. It's good shit. It's good shit. I'm a big fan. Big fan of Yukari. My favorite's in 4. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. The characters in 4 didn't really hit with me in the same way that that the other characters did. Right? Like in the other games, you don't see the resemblance. Silence Beast. It's not true. I guess, like, for me, my favorite was Rise. My favorite was Rise, romance-wise, because she was kind of the best of the bunch, I felt. I didn't really care for a lot of the P4 characters myself. I hate Teddy. Don't talk to me about Teddy. Do not talk to me about Teddy. How fucking dare you talk to me about him. I thought Yosuke sucked ass as well. Yosuke is like the best friend character in that, and I think he's shite. He's incredibly homophobic for no reason. He's just a piece of shit. Apparently they're changing his dialogue for the revival because he was so shit. But probably Rise, who in the revival is being voiced as the same by the same person who voices the English for Momo Aise, Abby Trott. So think about that. Honestly, it's all one big thing, dude. Yeah, I this is it. Like I don't know. 4 was kind of like, I don't know. I like 4. I do. I'm gonna play the revival, but yeah, I don't know. Some people it's their favorite, and that's fine. I like the small town vibe they got going on. You know, but if I have to hear that fucking, if I have to hear that fucking kid, Nanako, I think it's Nanako, singing about Junes again, I'll fucking lose it. I'll lose my marbles. I'll lose it. She's such a little sad bastard singing at TV jingles all day. Oh, I can't wait to go to the supermarket. Oh, can we go to the supermarket today? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're not buying. No, see, this is it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Zachary, I don't really feel anything towards it, if I'm honest with you. I've spoke about this before, but Ida and Gigi, look, if you want to make them a thing, by all means, I hope that they're written to be a thing, but at the moment, I just don't see them being an item because they've never really expressed anything like that to each other. I think that we're kind of falling. If they are eventually written for that to happen, let's go. That's fine. At the moment, we're talking about pairing the spares. That's what we're talking about, and I don't really feel one way or the other with something that, if you've taken the time to develop Momo and Okarun's relationship so deeply that you kind of just skimp out on the people that they spurned, and just put them together for the sake of it without developing their relationship, it's like, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? You know? I will say that watching Ida get the basin dropped on her head after she spoke shit about Okarun, only to then fall deeply, deeply in love with the guy that she made fun of, to then get rejected by him, was a long play. That was the long game. She got like, that was that in the long run. That was she got her just desserts for that shit. Like, that's crazy. She was a bit of an arsehole at first, and I know that she had her own things going on, and we spoke about this a bit, and I'm only joking, really, but she got it bad. Yeah, no, I'm fine with them not. I'm fine with them not as well. No, for sure. No, Zachary, I agree that there is there could be something in there. There could be something in there. It's just I don't see it now. I just don't see it now, you know? Yeah, we're talking about Ida. I'm only joking about Ida, but like my point is that like when she spoke shit about Okarun way back when, that came around because she fell deeply in love with him and then got turned down, which is you know, disproportionate almost, I'd say. The basin and then the rock on Momo's head. No, you're right. He's right. He's right. Yeah, you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear this. I mean, to be fair, we're not talking shit. It's just funny. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. I like Ida. I'm a big fan of Ida. I'm probably Ida's #1 fan. I'm probably Ida's #1 fan. Nobody knows more about Ida than I do. Sorry, I'm just rage baiting now. I'm just rage baiting. I'm just being silly. No, I'm not bullying. I'm just being silly. No, you can't say it. I've already said it. You can't say it. Nobody knows more about Ida than me. If you would believe it. If you would believe it. No, that's not controversial at all, Orbis. That to me, Okarun and Momo are right up there, and then like my outside of the main pairing, Ida is #1 for me. Easy, any day of the week. What? I'm good with not answering that one, brother. What the fuck? No, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna ignore that one, Chief. You down? That's too much, brother. You're too. You gotta have a come to Jesus moment. You. Nah, bro. Bro's down bad. What you doing? What you doing, brother? What you doing, dude? No, don't. Come on. Yeah. No, I put Ida at #3 for my favorite characters. I think Migo's Momo, then Okarun, then Ida. #5 is Red Baron. It's crazy. You like Red Baron? Holy shit. I enjoy talking shit about Red Baron. It's one of my favorite pastimes, but I do like him for that. I enjoy talking shit about him, you know? It's one of my favorite things. Oh, did that actually happen, Sky? That's crazy that's actually something that happened. Now, to be fair, Sky, actually, Sky, if I remember correctly, I think I was there for that, and I saw Tatsu say that to you. I think I remember seeing that, yeah. I was actually there with Sky at the time, and then this when Tatsu showed up and said that Sky, you know so much about Ida that you're a genius like Momo. I remember that happening. That actually did happen as well. That really happened. I saw it with my own eyes. I can vouch for you. I don't know. I mean, maybe. He said he is a genius. Would you believe it? You know? If you would believe it. He said, the genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius. That's what he said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Red Baron is in some strange kind of affection tailspin. He's in some kind of tailspin about his love. It makes me sick. You know, I just need to see that. I need to see that torn away from him. You know what I mean? I need to see that love torn away from him. That's what I really need. I really need to see that happen. It would mean a lot to me to see it. So much. Alright, Fizz. I'm going to wrap things up in a minute anyway. Yeah, Ida's great. Yeah, it's still in play. I mean, it's always running. You know. But no, I'm just saying. I just need to see that happen. It really matters to me. It really matters to me a lot to see that happen, right? I just want to see everything that he has done this for be ripped away from him. That's all. I don't know. That's a good question, Homer. That's actually a good question. Probably. He's probably going to show up soon. Yeah, I think that we're probably going to see Red Baron fighting Gigi. Right? That's the real thing. I mean, I don't know who's worse. I don't know that I'd necessarily rate the crimes of these people on a scale. They're just both awful. They're just awful, you know. Like it's like, who would you save if you had to save one of them? I'd rather save neither. Don't say that, Sky. Don't say that. I don't need to see that. I don't need that to be the thing. I feel like I'm on the same page with Tatsu though about Nug Lover. I do feel like we're on the same page about it, you know. So I'm quite hey, you know, we'll see, right? But anyway. Fucking so stupid. So stupid. I called him up. Yeah, I spoke to him about it. I had a good chat with Tatsu about it. I was just like, "What you cooking up, dude? What you cooking up, dude?" And he was like, "I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that." And then he was like, "How's my best friend Sky doing?" I was like, "Sky's fine. Don't worry about Sky." You know? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're all awful. They all live in their own hell world, you know. How fast he can cycle there, I know. He asked about you. Yeah, he was like, "How's my best friend Sky doing?" Yeah, he did. Except we were both speaking Japanese at this point together because we can do that. We can do that. I'm not gonna do it here because it's too embarrassing. Too embarrassed. Oh my god, my accent's terrible. But we're both speaking Japanese at the time, so I'm translating exactly what it is that he said. Tatsu is Welsh. Tatsu is Welsh. She's crazy. That's crazy. That's an absurd thing. Don't even say that to me. Oh my god. Absolute lunacy. Yeah, no, if I'd spoke it in perfect Japanese to you, Sky, I know that you would have got it. I know that you would have got it. What is this anyway? What are we even doing now? Right, you know what, guys? It's time to wrap things up. I believe that it's time to wrap things up. But guys, thank you for the donos. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the thingy. Although, hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. What is this? I don't see it in the donos. I'm just trying to work out, like... Oh yeah, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I was just checking something. That was just Tatsu. We'll just check in. But anyway, yes, right, guys. I appreciate the donos, guys. You have secured yourselves today you have secured yourselves the dinner stream, which will be happening, and you've also secured yourselves the Okarun cosplay. Well done. Well done. Congratulations. I'm going to keep this running for the end until the end of the week, so we can get back together on Friday and see exactly what things will look like, and what kind of things you can expect. Obviously, we haven't hit the cooking stream currently, but like I said, it'll keep running. I'll make a notification in the Discord about it, and hopefully we can get there. Otherwise, if not, that's also fine. But yeah, it's been fun. It was a good chapter, guys. It was a good chapter, and to the 30 of you, the 50% of you that have stuck around since the beginning, I thanketh ye. You know, none of these fair weather fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll call you crazy if it even reaches near 500. Yes, you'll be being called crazy. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.